The Archdiocese of Omaha has released their revised gender policy for schools.
This fall, the diocese quickly retracted new gender rules that said students could be expelled and teachers could be fired if they say they are transgender. The new policy, to be put in place next school year, will not deny admission or expel students solely on their gender identity. Instead, the school will make an accompaniment plan for students who identify as transgender that must follow the teachings of the Catholic Church.
Now, if the student or parents do not want to follow the policy, students may be recommended to transfer. Under the new rules, students will be required to follow gender norms for pronouns, dress codes, bathrooms, and school activities.